Oh, it's bright.
I don't know what time
Good
it is.
morning.
I have to do everything pretty early tomorrow. You don't
Why you
mind?
put that on the bed?
I'm ready to take it to the truck.
I think I had already did. I talked about Easter a long time ago. I remember I did that. Didn't nobody really say nothing because it was pretty much what I said.
Oh.
Ain't nobody gonna go into the. I said research it. But it was pretty much the short answer is it's a man-made holiday. Yeah, that is the short answer of it. Ain't nobody on here. You gonna say something?
Yeah, I want to say something. The eggs symbolize fertility. Nobody ever, go back to ancient times and stuff like that. But that's just one of the things that was stolen with what the eggs mean. They mean fertility.
Mm-hmm. Why you have to do all that? I saw. I felt what you did. You had to do all that to explain that.
Do more than that. I'm trying to keep you rated, okay?
I finished making the bed up. Shoot.
Where my shoes at?
Yeah, ain't nobody on here. It's too
Where's
early
my
in the
shoes?
morning. Don't listen, okay? Going in there, sit down. You don't listen.
Oh, there you go.
But yeah, y'all, it's tradition. Tradition. That's all it is. It's tradition. People follow tradition and follow along with that narrative, and that narrative is not even right. Whether you read the Bible or not, if you read it, you'll know it's not right. It doesn't make sense. It doesn't make one bit of sense.
Neither does the Bible.
Starting with with the days. Cut the light off in the bathroom. Um, Friday, what people are doing is, oh, Friday, Saturday, Sunday. That's not 3 days, y'all. It's not 3 days. And the Friday was the Sabbath. They
Neither
what?
does the Bible, the Nicene Creed.
You have to get that in there. The that's not 3 days. Friday was the Sabbath, y'all. They weren't crucifying nobody on the Sabbath. Okay. That whole parable does not make sense, but because people have been brought up in that tradition, it's easy to go along with, and nobody can really explain it. The fact that Easter is no set day, every other holiday is a set day. Christmas, December 25th. Easter, eventually Easter gonna be in June because people just do not know.
But it's also around the spring solstice, too.
Yeah, but I'm just saying how I flip from March to April to whatever. Okay, really? Yeah, that don't even make sense.
Whenever y'all get the chance, I need some new jeans because mine are too big.
Yeah, we gonna get you some clothes.
I don't really need much, just some t-shirts.
We gonna get you some clothes
Like,
and some shoes. We want to get some shoes today.
what type of shoes?
I don't know, Javen.
I mean, basketball shoes hold my feet better.
Javen.
Okay,
Oh,
chill,
you get
man.
what you get. You ain't got no money.
Um,
It's a tire thumper.
what else? What else finna say? If anything, this took place on Tuesday instead of Friday
Or Monday afternoon.
or Monday. Monday or Tuesday. But following along with that Sunday and the church thing and all of that, they make it line up to it fit, and it that's just not the truth. These dying the Easter eggs and the Easter bunny. A lot of y'all know, you'll say, okay, we know that Easter bunny have nothing to do with it. The eggs. I had already explained that the dye is the symbolism of the blood. Um, but it's symbolism. It's all symbolism. Don't say you teaching your kids the truth and then still lie. That don't make sense. It makes no sense at all. Um, I don't even want to get into the people going to church, only on Easter. That is, basically controlling the masses. Like you said, Council Nice, look into it. It's a parable. The whole Easter thing is a parable. And people just follow that narrative just like a lot of other narratives because that's what they were raised in instead of actually thinking about what they are understanding. It doesn't make sense logically. So yeah, we were just in here talking about that, and yeah, it's just crazy, especially for these kids. He just took a um the truth, like I say, it's an unknown. It's really unknown. My hair look rough. But what's in the Bible? Like I said, I've been through seminary, and once I found out what, I'm not even gonna get into the religion. We're not even religion is used to control the masses. But once I realized how they use the religion to control different sects and different denominations and stuff like that, um, and I found out, I mean, just like voting, you got the different Democratic parties, just it's a control. And I'm like, wow, you have to oath up once you get through seminary. You can't say this in this church, you can't say this in that church. And it's like, what the, you know, it's some serious stuff. And I'm probably saying too much now anyway, but research. The Bible does not, a lot of people think that the world began with the Bible. And basically, we just don't teach that. We don't preach that. We don't um, accept that. It's just not true. That is a parable. That's the narrative they want us to believe in the beginning. And like I said, one day I'm going to go back and I'm going to show you guys the Genesis narrative. And it just does not make sense if you really pay attention to that. My kids even pointed that out. My little kids at one point, because it kept saying on the third day. How many third days was it? It said that about 3 times just in the beginning of Genesis on the third day. Mm-mm. The Bible, the real truth about the Bible, it's about the woman. It's about the mother. Um, and a lot, I think, I guess because it was given there, and like I say, tradition, people tend to believe the Bible because I mean, use it like it's the end all, tell all. There are more books, more stories, more accounts around that time other than the Bible. But the Bible was put out there like it is the word. And that's not the truth. It was so much stuff hidden and stolen. And that's where the Bible came from. But again, and I'm not, I was into the Bible because I was curious. I wanted to know. Everybody say, read the Bible, read the Bible, read the Bible. And I'm like, okay, I'm reading the Bible and this just don't make sense. I'm not following because it just does not make sense logically. Um, yeah, I think really deep, and to really think about that stuff, I kind of went along with it because I didn't know any better, and um, just naive, just sheer ignorance, just like everybody else. But yeah, the truth is a lot of that stuff does not make sense, and yeah, you can't take it literally. And all I can say is you can apply it, the way it fits. and keep moving. Just apply it the way it fits. But I have grown a lot just to, be able to study and learn from, people that have studied and studied and studied, forever. And just the knowledge that I gained, it was just phenomenal. So, in short, I see how it's used, and how it's easy to just fall into it. But again, these holidays are holidays. They are man-made things, and to continue to follow tradition, break the tradition. People are so afraid to, uh, oh, you don't celebrate Easter. You don't want to be talked about. I don't care. You know, why would you accept something just because everybody else accepts it? Why do that? Be an example, set yourself apart, and don't worry about the rest. Because I'm sitting here, we were watching something, and they were trying to explain, to some kids, and I'm like, they don't even know what they saying, and trying to explain it to, we were saying, trying to explain to kids, it didn't even make sense. It's like, wow. I don't knock them for trying, but yeah, it just leave it alone. Leave it alone. So, what's she doing? Maybe my husband just left, but I have him, like he said, counsel nice. He might want to come back in here another time or later on or something. But he really don't. We, the two of us, we really don't get into it. It's just, one of those, because people are going to. It's not a. I don't know. I want to say not a debate, but people are going to accept what they want to accept. So, yeah. Um, I just try to, try to. It just bothers me why people accept things that they know that's not true for the sake of accepting it. Why do you, continue to follow along with something just because the masses go along with it? Why not set yourself apart? Why do you have to assimilate, and then have the kids do it? It's one thing for you to do it, but then you have your kids do it. Break the tradition. Break it. That's, basically what I was kind of talking about yesterday. And the change, if you're trying to change something, it need to be changed. Don't continue down the same path. You trying to better your kids. You coming into some different knowledge. People are on health kicks and stuff like that because they know that these days things are not as good, and really conscious of what's going on, what they put into the body, and what the effects are. Change that too. You know, change how you educate the kids. Don't just because this is how it was done before, continue to give it to them. And a lot of times these kids are smarter than these parents. That's what I'm saying. These kids have some knowledge. Um, they really have some knowledge. So I pay attention to them when they when they point stuff out, because it's right. And then I don't want to tell them, oh well, no, it says this, it says, because they'll come back and uh, my kids have researched so much stuff. It's like, mom, for real, why would you tell us this? Why not tell them the truth? Or what? Even if it's, I don't know the truth, okay? I don't know the truth. And I always we tell the kids, okay, we don't know this, nobody knows this, we don't know, but you're not gonna believe this as the truth. Okay? You figured out this part. We might not know the whole story, but we're just going to leave it at that. We don't know the whole truth. That's an unknown. Instead of saying, well, yeah, it says this. Everybody says this. Everybody, the pictures say this. The documentary say this. Don't do that. Um, do I, let me see. Faith, yes, I'm a very faithful person. I believe in faith. And I'm very spiritual. I would say we both are very spiritual, but everybody's spiritual here. Uh, if we want to relate that, more so than religious. I don't really prescribe to any type of religion. I have delved into different type of religions for different seasons in my life, just out of curiosity and things like that. So, yeah, I have observed, Islam, at one point at my life. It's just different. And I've learned a lot, and I really respect Islam as a whole. Um, and I'm not just saying that, over any other religion or anything or doctrine. But my one thing is they're about peace, and the fact that they all come together in these five prayers. That is so powerful. It's just so much power in everybody stopping and observing those prayers at the same time every day. That's just one day I do still want to go over to Mecca and make that journey. I really want to do that because there's something in it. And I didn't see I'm that type of person where I'm a uh I get along with different people. I'm not uh I want to say I'm not black, I'm not white, I'm not mixed, I just get along with people. I'm a person. I am a person. Everybody's a person. I don't worry about colors. If you're Asian, I'm gonna get along with you. If you're Indian, if you're Italian, I just love people in general. We are one blood. And I just want to learn about you. I want to learn about your culture. I want to learn your language. So, your religion, your belief. I'm just a naturally curious person. So when I, meet people and they're from different countries, I tend to gravitate towards them. And I just want to know what they believe because they're different from us, but they're the same. And that's pretty much what we teach the kids. I don't know, everybody, I know everybody in the world does not even observe Easter. That's just American. You tell somebody in the United States, oh, we don't celebrate Easter. They look at you like you crazy. And it's like, wow, just why can't you just accept that everybody does not observe these things? It's not wrong, but people will cut you down over here because, oh, you don't go to church. Everybody don't go to church. Here I am saying I don't go to church. I have not been to church. Um, I'm gonna go to church. I really I'm not, it's not funny, but we were just talking about this the other week in Costco. It was a little joke about the suit. But I don't know, it's just something in this, let me see, in this decade have I been to church? I've been to church in this decade. No, I haven't. Yes, I have. 10 years. No, I haven't. That was early on in 2000. But yeah, in a millennial I have. But I'm gonna go to church. I really, no, I take that back. I have. Yeah, still 2000. Anyway, not to say, I don't know. It's just something I want to do. Something just telling me go to church. I don't know. Um, maybe it's just me. I don't think it's I don't feel guilty or anything because I'm not going. But I think what I was trying to do was, seminary did it. I needed to spiritually, um, what am I trying to say, gain some knowledge. And so that's why I did that. There was some stuff I just needed to know. And I was just like, let me just do this for myself so I can get some kind of peace and just understand what it is I'm seeking. And so, I encourage anybody to do that. If you have any kind of, I know a lot of people that have just, older people. And I said, why you go to seminary? And, I want to know, I want to gain some knowledge. Not that I want to do anything with it, but then again, I could if I wanted to. But there's a lot behind that. Like I said, it's just like politics, man. It's stuff that you can't tell people. You can't say certain things. You can't associate with certain people. And to me, that kind of closed me off. If I'm saying I want to associate with different people and different lifestyles and cultures and things like that, that closes me off and puts me in a box. So I can't, I didn't think it was like that. Now, yeah, I can't be confined like that. That's too much. I love how you don't shove religion down their throats. I'm Torah observant, but my kids will choose for themselves what they want to subscribe to. Yeah. And that's how I do my kids. I have my kids we talk about different religions. I have my friend when I tell you guys about my friend from India, my good friend. Um we got the kids together and sat down and talk about stuff because I wanted her to explain how they do things. And because kids will get in the street and make jokes about stuff, and I don't want my kids to be ignorant like that. And they want to know, I want them to know why they worship or observe certain things, symbols and things like that. And so, and vice versa. I let them choose what they want to choose. Now, did they go to church? They went to church because I went to church. We going to church. And part of that was tradition. That's what I was raised up in, going to church. So let me close this door. Um, we went to church. And I know a lot of people, a lot of times church is just, okay, we have to go to church because if we don't go to church, people are going to say, bad things. I get that. I really do. But is church really, is that the end all? Do you have to be a good person to go to church? Is that just the only answer? I don't think so. So I don't you judge people. Yeah, everybody knows people in the church. Some of those are the worst people. The kids, I just let them decide. We tell them, hey, you believe what you want to believe. Heaven, hell, that's a figment. There's no heaven, there's no hell. Any of that. Some of you may want to contend and debate. I don't debate stuff like that over here. I don't care whether whether you believe it or not believe it. I'm not gonna get into it. But spiritually, I think everybody should just, spiritually have, just have some sort of connection somewhere and be grounded somewhere. Like I say, I pray about things. I believe in the power of prayer. I do. I really do. I believe things will manifest within your life. I have seen things happen. It's the connection you have with that. It's again, it's not, I prayed last night for my lights not to get cut off. Come on now, use some common sense. You did something to cause the lights to get cut off. What you were doing something. Obviously you don't know how to manage money. So that's a whole nother issue. But people get like that. And seriously, it's not anything to play with. But when you have circumstances in your life that bring you to your knees constantly, and you get these breakthroughs, you have to really pay attention to that. Really pay attention to it. Things happen to me a lot of times I can't explain, just like this, go to church. I don't know. Maybe it's because I have completed my mission and what I wanted to. Maybe I need to, I don't know, maybe there's somebody there. I don't know. Maybe I need to take this thing further rather than just going through and leaving it be. I really don't know. That's why I said maybe I should I want to go. But I just think getting in tune spiritually with yourself and really taking a look at things aside from what your spouse believe, what your friend believe, what your mother believe, what your father believe. Where do you sit, with yourself? Are you comfortable? Can you honestly say you are at peace with decisions and things in your life? Are things going your way? And a lot of times it's hard for people to say things truly line up. Um, you get frustrated and angry and things like that. That's in general, that's life. Everybody deals with those things, but it's how you react. And I think for me spiritually, I have learned how to calm and peace my way through things. I just don't react irrationally through things. And I think that has a lot to do with my spirituality. I don't deal with people. I don't deal with certain people, certain ways. My husband is the same way. I'm not quick to cut people off because I know that's people and I know that people have issues. I give people grace, but then again, at the same time, it's like, you know what? I didn't do anything to you. 9 times out of 10, I don't mess with people. People come on here, like I was telling you guys about the comments and the ratings and the stuff like that. And I'm not the only one. I've been finding out that other people have been contacted and they are looking into those accounts because they know who's leaving those ratings and leaving those comments and stuff like that. But I don't react to stuff like that. Some people, just react and it's like it's no point. It's no point. I just, it's no point doing that. Get in tune, line yourself up and really do some soul searching. But yeah, following all of this man-made stuff like this and passing it along to the kids because that's what you did. I just, we're not one to do that. We just we don't do that. If the kids want to know something, we tell them to look. Let me give you this. You go and research this and you tell me if this makes sense. And that's pretty much how we do it. The kids will come to us and they'll say, "Look, explain this to me." And we explain it to them the best way we knew how. And if it doesn't make sense, like I said, some stuff that they'll tell us and it doesn't make sense. And it's like, wow, yeah, you're right. So, yeah, we just, like I say, don't participate in things that really don't make sense out of trying to be accepted. Don't accept something just because it is what people do. Set yourself apart and don't worry about everybody else. It's hard to, it's really hard, I'm sure y'all understand. It's hard to come on here and talk about stuff like this because there are going to be opinions and things like that. And again, I've not once said people are wrong. I'm not judging you. And I'm just saying, why not break the tradition, go further into what you have learned and learn the whys, not just accept it. And yeah, generally people will, I don't know, if somebody tell you the sky is blue, you look up and you see the sky look blue, you're going to say the sky look blue. Is the sky really blue? Are you going to accept that? Some people really, yeah, I'm going to accept that. We're not like that. Okay, let's figure out, is the sky really blue? Is blood really red? that type of thing. We're going to go deeper in our research and dig deep. And it's not for anybody else's knowledge, it's just for us to know because we want to generally know. So these days I just see a lot of people can tell you about this person and this celebrity and that celebrity. And it's like, does that really matter though? The stuff that really does matter, you don't even care. You won't even pick up a book. You won't go to a library. You won't have a conversation about stuff that really matters. But all the other who shot John stuff, you can tell all the facts and all the that makes no sense. So I'm just saying stuff like this, you know, learn a little bit of truth, a little bit of knowledge, a little bit of insight into why you are saying that these things are true or why they're celebrated or not. Listen to my kids. But yeah, like I said, the whole Easter narrative is I think everybody should read more into it. Same thing with Christmas. 4th of July, a lot of us are not accepting 4th of July, and that's a hard one. Some people still do. Oh, well, it's just Easter eggs, it's just fireworks. We were slaves. Why we were not free? Why are you celebrating that? It just does not make sense. Don't it reject half of the stuff and then accept the rest. um I want us, as a people to do better and stop accepting things that we're given. Don't accept it just because. Is basically what we're saying. But good morning, girl. I was watching your haul yesterday. I picked out some cute stuff. Of course, I was watching on the TV. That's why I had to come back and comment on my phone because I forgot to do it when I was on my laptop. But girl, hey, we might come back on here later on, and I don't know. Like I said, if he really want to talk about it, but I don't really have nothing to say because I can't remember what I think it must have been about why we don't celebrate holidays. I think it was probably that live I did, and I talked about this. Yeah, I think that's what it was. But yeah, basically we just don't assimilate. We don't assimilate, and again, I'm not getting on anybody for not, but we just like I said, we was watching something, and this just natural reaction. Everybody watch something and have something to say, and I'm not giving it's not a reaction. I'm not giving opinion. It was just what we observed happen during. It was actually a couple of videos, and involved the children. It's like, wow, we can't believe this is going on. This day and age, we would think people would level up. And I don't think something like that. I wouldn't even explain it online. I would not have put that up because you're gonna have all kind of people coming and saying this, that, and the other, and it's just uncalled for. Because again, they still probably could be celebrating Easter and just not dyeing the eggs or not not explaining it that way. So
Aaliyah, sorry, I literally used the rest of the corn milk when I wanted some.
mm, we'll put some in the refrigerator
Okay.
and let it get cold. Mm-mm. This say, girl, look, girl, for real, gonna exchange numbers. I really need to stop procrastinating. My mom got on me yesterday because I haven't gave you my number, boo. You can email me your number, and Yeah, or pull up those emails that we did exchange. I think my number's still in there. So, what are we doing today? I'm about to go to the movies and go to the store. Somebody needs some shoes. Somebody needs some clothes. Whew, y'all, this life must be having me run all over the place. And I did yesterday before I put up the I answered the questions. He called me and it just took a long time. Oh, I had a beast with that because I didn't know how long that those answers were, and I filmed it. Not use I filmed it from my laptop, and then I couldn't. I don't know the format it was saved in. I almost cried. I almost had to come live to do it, which I didn't want to do because I didn't want to be on there forever. And I took those notes kind of right when she asked, or they, when I got the questions, and that one I took right away. I sat down and thought, and I just said, you know what, I need to make this something that is memorable, something that really makes sense, something that's going to stick. And so that's why I did it that way. I figured she pee a lot, that's going to get y'all. But I could not figure out how to convert the stuff. I was like, oh my gosh, I can't believe I did this, and I waited all this time to get this thing done. It's been a month, but I finally figured it out, and that's how I got it up. But he called, and I was recording the conversation. I'm going to share that conversation just so you guys can kind of see stuff that goes on. But he had me going here, there, and everywhere, like a personal assistant. I tell him, y'all, you have to pay me. You have to pay me, okay? He had me going the other day to Austin. I told him $15 an hour and something to eat. Because it was lunchtime. But he was telling me yesterday, y'all, go here, go to. And I'm like, again, you starting this stuff all over again. So I was saying it was something I had saw yesterday. I saw a purple. I want to say it was purple and I can't even, I know it was gold. I think purple and gold. I know it was a bracelet, a bangle, and some earrings, some matching earrings. Not a set, but I saw this at Costco, and I saw a diamond one too. I'm like, mm-hmm, that's what I want. It's so pretty. So he trying to barter with me about all kind of stuff, and I said, that's okay. I'm a I'm by myself. I need a new camera. He trying to barter something. I said, oh, and is this $1,200? I said, that's okay. I'm gonna get the camera myself. Cause what you be have want me to do, oh my gosh, he don't realize it's time, it's time, it's time. He never wants to do anything. We out there in the yard. You guys saw us in the yard. And I did vlog that. I did vlogs. I did a little lot, but I did vlog, and we only halfway finished. But yeah, him in the yard, no, he'd rather go pay somebody. My thing is, Ashanti and Jaru and Genuine coming in a couple of weeks. I'm trying to get to the concert. I don't want no bootleg tickets. It's $150. I'm trying to get to the concert. And then I just find out yesterday, Mary J. Blige and who is it? Did I say? Wait, I said Genuine, Ashanti, Jagged Edge. So that's gonna be a good one. Nas, Mary J. Blige, Nas coming in August. And they tell me the date is August the 3rd. I'm like, oh my gosh. I really want to go to that show. I really want to go. Y'all, we gonna be in Charlotte that weekend. And I told him, I was like, do we really have to go? I really want to go. So I'm trying to save some coins. I'm like, look, man, uh, get out here and help do something. But yeah, he'd rather go pay somebody to do something. I'm like, dude, I do my hair. I'm trying to save some money so I don't have to, little stuff like this comes up. I want to do stuff like that and not have to worry about am I taking away from something else that we need, but it's still up in the air. I need to get these tickets though cuz I really want to go. He said we can go. So I think it was something else. We didn't go last month. Oh yeah, they had the Urban Music Fest. Yeah, I didn't want to go to that because it wasn't too many people, but I really want to go to this Ashanti and Ja Rule and Jagged Edge. Genuine, that's gonna be good. We didn't go. Snoop came. It was a whole West Coast thing in December. I wanted to go to that. He didn't want to go. I'm like, man, really? I need me another wedding ring. Mine's too small from Layla pregnancy. Okay, now he's already yes. So yeah, I need another ring. Yeah, he's giving me another one, but I'm getting him one too. So he trying to I'm getting him a band. He's trying to barter with me about this, that, and the other. And I'm like, look, I'm trying to get my. You can't blame me for trying to get my hustle on, cause trying to get his band. That's not cheap. It is not cheap at all. I'm like, you have me running all over the place, and then that's a personal assistant. I'm like, I'm trying to parlay that into some coins. So yeah, we not doing nothing but going to the movies and going to go find some shoes. He needs shoes. That's the one thing. I don't know. It may look like I like to go shopping, but I really don't like to go shopping. I do not like to go online. Sometimes it just take too freaking long to find stuff, especially online. And I was just thinking the kids need some more summer clothes because I really didn't get them a whole lot, and a lot of those leggings and stuff, they have already torn through those leggings. Some of them I did put up, and I said that in the beginning that they were not gonna wear all that stuff, but I did put up some stuff. So I need to go find them stuff. I don't know where I'm gonna go, but I just don't feel like I don't even feel like shopping. I really don't feel like shopping at all. I have other stuff to do and to be sitting there trying to figure out where I'm going to go and if I'm going to get enough of whatever. I think the closest place is the closest place is Costco, but Target and the children's place across the street. I don't think I'm gonna go back to the children's place, given the fact that that stuff did not last year but a minute. I just don't feel like throwing my money away. I mean, it's quick and it's convenient, but yeah, I just want something that's gonna hold up for a minute. Let's see. But I do their little stuff is cute. I did look at their little stuff. It is cute. So I'm like, I don't know. We shall see. But yeah, I'm about to go to the movies and see Little because I haven't seen it and it's been out and it's not on TV yet because we got an app. It's probably gonna be on this week. They're gonna put it up either tomorrow or Thursday. But since we already got the tickets, I'm gonna go ahead and go see it at the movies. And yeah, I don't know what else I'm gonna do. Oh, oh, got some other stuff to do later on. But anywho, like I said, none of that. What do you call it? No Easter. No Easter doing. We don't do the Easter thing. But have fun for those of you that do. We had to decline some things because we had some invites to some things, and it wasn't the fact that we had to travel to get there, but just explaining that we're not celebratory when it comes to something like this. We're not doing that. Dinner is fine. But the fact that it had involved Easter eggs and all of that, we just had to decline that invitation. And it's hard when it comes to your friends because not everybody believe what you believe. But respectfully, we just
Jaden said he needs some AA batteries.
for what?
The controller.
Some AA batteries. Well, hold on. Yeah, respectfully, we just as friends, we just declined it and said no, thank you, this time. So, no hard feelings, no hard feelings. But y'all, there's lint in my head. Or is that what? I need to one day get into this. It's just now starting to look a little fuzzy, and that's only a couple of them. But I did say I would tell y'all how it's holding up, but you can obviously see it's not bad. My hair is it has grown out a lot. Good morning. And it's not dirty. I do y'all know because I run and stuff like that. I do sweat a lot. I have to use apple cider vinegar and water and just keep it misted. So it's not really dirty. It just, it's starting to fuzz and but it's been what? That's been since this is going on 4 weeks or 5 weeks now. So it's held up really good. So I need to get ready to, at some point within the next 2 weeks, probably take this down and take a break. In fact, my neighbor asked me, so I'm probably gonna end up doing their hair. And I don't think I have nobody else lined up yet. Yep, other than that, I'm good. Yeah, I got all that new growth up in there. I don't know. I'm probably gonna change my color. The season has changed, so I'm probably gonna change the color and the style again. But for the most part, this week is going to be. I would like this week to be pretty easy. So we'll let you guys know. Just have to keep watching the vlogs. I'm going to get some more stuff up, and for you all that have been watching the past couple days, I do appreciate it. And hopefully it is of some encouragement. Some encouragement to somebody. And especially yesterday, that like I said, was really fun. To sit down and answer those questions. I really appreciate that. And I know, like I said, I did ask if there were more questions, and so I do have some. I'll get that stuff up. I'm just gonna wait and see if there's any more questions, but I will share with you all what you requested. And whatever else comes up, and who knows, maybe I'll answer some more questions. Um, yeah, maybe I'll answer some more or do something. I'm just trying to think of some videos that I haven't really done, which is kind of difficult. Kind of, I don't know, something that really, y'all would want to see. So that's why I try to ask you guys what you want to see, what you're interested in, because sometimes I have no idea. I have no idea if I'm vlogging. I appreciate you all that watch, but if I'm vlogging stuff that's really, something that is of interest, it could be just passive time, that you just sitting there watching. But I try to make it interesting. I try to make it fun and informative and stuff like that. So I'm gonna get off of here and stop rambling so I can get myself together, and you all have a blessed day. My thumbnail is gorgeous. Oh, thank you. Girl, yes. I wanted to put up some more like that. But I love those flowers. Um, clever. One clever girl. Seems familiar. One clever girl. All right, y'all. Be blessed.